Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your daily reading for Tuesday, March 17th. Keep in mind that time is fluid, Leo, and this is your channel. You can resonate to this reading if you have strong Leo in your birth chart. So let's start off this daily with a number to see what number Spirit is highlighting for you, Leo, and you have 888 with I am abundant. As you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life and creating a place for abundance. All right, Leo. Some of you born on the 8th, some of you are already seeing the number 8. If you have not, you definitely will start to see it now. This is the daily for March 17th, which is collectively St. Patrick's Day. People usually do view this date as more of a lucky date. And 7 plus 1 equals 8. You're going to see 888 throughout this reading if my sleeve goes up and you see here. But just pay attention where else you see it. License plates, billboards, social media. You are moving into a new abundant timeline. Some of you, new job, more money, a raise, some extra money. Others of you, there definitely could be something taking form in your reality around this time. 8s will come when there is a physical manifestation of something. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to always be money or wealth. Physical manifestations could be of people, of certain things that you have been wanting to create in your world. So let's see, your Moonology card is the answers you need are coming. With full moon in Gemini. So this card comes in when there is some type of either a miscommunication, misunderstanding, or something that you are feeling uncertain about that a conversation could help you feel certain. Now, we are at the end of Mercury retrograde. So there could have been certain things that happened within the last 4 some weeks that had to do with communication or had to do with a lack of certainty or a lack of answers of why something happened or what something means. Full moon in Gemini says you're very, very close to receiving the answers that you need that you have been confused or uncertain upon. So really pay attention to what comes your way today in terms of communication. You may even see like somebody drop a hint, or you may see something that kind of gives you the answer, but it could be something that is more of a unique way of delivering you a message. So really pay attention here. This type of combination of cards also gives me like hearing from a job, hearing from something that you applied to, hearing from something that you have been waiting to receive answers about. Could be answers about your money, answers about investments, answers that have to do with other people. Because Gemini does rule the twins. So your unicorn is freedom. Let the unicorn set you free. So there is something that is causing a sense of feeling confined, feeling controlled, feeling trapped, feeling like you can't break through. And the unicorns come in with freedom to say, we are here to set you free from something. But this card can also signify you being freed from something that has been holding you back on a subconscious level. So if something gets removed out of your life around this time, somebody leaves, there is a shift, there is some type of change or whatever the case may be, it's because it was supposed to set you free. And that could be the answer that is making its way to you. Let's see. You also have the energy of soul satisfaction. Aim for which makes your soul rejoice. Yeah. So there was something that you were doing or you were a part of or you were around a specific person or situation that was never going to fuel your joy and your light. It was actually going to drain it and make you feel even more confined. So whatever has been freed from your energy or been removed from your energy, or you felt the need to remove it, it's because it was never going to satisfy your soul anyway. And with the soul satisfaction card coming in, there are people, there are places, there are events, there are specific songs. A lot of the times this card will send you some music that can reveal answers. You know, when you're going through something and you feel called to listen to a song, or you do hear a song and all the lyrics are like exactly what you're going through, and you're like, well, that's weird. You may feel soul satisfaction on a level of actually receiving divine answers through some type of music energy. That card does hold that vibration. So let's see what your angel and aura is. Reality check. Yep. Assessment, exploration, honesty, determination, and communication. All right. Accuracy, expression, intimacy, and honesty. So double wordplay on the word honesty there. So it looks like somebody may have hid certain parts of themselves, or maybe you were hiding certain parts of yourself because you couldn't feel free to be you. But that's all about to change. There is a reality check coming your way today. So pay attention. When that card comes through, you know, sometimes a reality check can hit you in a way that is unexpected. But I mean, with you getting 888s coming through, whatever this is, it was going to mess with your abundance and your energy no matter what. But there could be somebody that wants to conversate with you to receive clarity or closure. Let's see what your overall energy is from the tarot. Awaiting results with the 7 of Pentacles. So there could be a conversation coming your way that you have been waiting to have with somebody. Others of you, there is a conversation that is being presented to you that you may contemplate how to respond. Now, you have 7 of Pentacles. The 7 comes before the 8, right? If you see in this card, there is literally roots coming out of this person's dress, or they are waiting the results of their manifestations. So you do have the 8s here. So let's clarify the 7 of Pentacles there, because this could be the time where the fruit is coming off of the tree, or at least available for you now. 7 of air, 3 of Wands. Something is getting closer and closer. So the way that this reading is coming through here for me, although this is a daily, I bet you tomorrow or the next day's reading is going to connect to a manifestation, because the energy is showing me right now that something is coming. Something is coming. What's coming your way? Let's see if we get it for the day. Queen of Cups. Your influence is the 2 of Pentacles. Could be a water sign here around you, or a water sign that wants to talk to you. What's unexpected for the day is the Chariot. Your advice is the 2 of Cups. And your outcome is the 10 of Swords. So I feel like somebody that there was an ending with, or miscommunication, or I don't know what happened between the two of you. But somebody wants to talk about what happened. Somebody wants to talk about what happened. Queen of Cups. Somebody's feelings were hurt here in some way, shape, or form. Leo, you may have turned your back on somebody and they're like, hello? Where are you? What happened? If someone turned their back on you, you may be feeling that way. Let's clarify this for the overall energy first. 3 of Wands to the Lovers. Some of you may have turned, you know, when you're dealing with somebody who isn't really like satisfying your soul, and maybe there isn't anybody else around you, but you feel the need that if you still talk or hang on to this person or situation, that'll just kind of like block new people, or block blessings, or block things that could come in for you. Some of you intuitively felt the need to turn your back on somebody, and you might not know why. And or somebody may have turned their back on you and you didn't feel the need to fight for it. I feel like there's 2 reasons here. And I'm so sorry to say these 2 reasons, but not everyone lives the same life. But I feel like one reason could be because there is a knowing that this energy will resurface again. Others of you, I feel like the reasoning could feel like, well, I feel like there's something better out there. This is not fueling me. There's got to be some better type of connection that feels maybe more mutual. But I feel like it's either one or the other, like, all right, well, this can go for now. I know you'll be back, or I know I'll come back, or I know we'll talk again. Or there's this whole like, no, I know there's something for me out there. Now, if there's no cutoff situation here, let me clarify and see. Queen of Cups, what's coming your way? The Fool, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's this like knowing that either this person's always going to like have feelings, or there's this knowing that your intuition feels like there is a new cycle for love out there somehow, some way. Or if this had to do with a friend or a job, like it's like you have this inner knowing, but that there's something else out there that you'll love, or that there's still emotions and there is still something in this current connection or in this situation. Let's see. Because you have the Two of Pentacles in your influence, so some of you don't even really know. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah. So in your influence, there's something about timing here for you. Some of you just feel like the timing is off, or some of you are waiting for a specific time. Four of Cups to the Four of Swords. Yeah, you don't really feel the need to do anything for some reason why. Your energy looks like you're just going to wait out this period. Free yourself in whatever way, shapes, or form possible. And reflect on things in your own energy. But you do look slightly indecisive. Which I'm pretty sure you got the Wheel of Indecision in your weekend reading. So you might not be focusing as much on the choice, but it's still there. It just doesn't look like it's fully in focus. Some of you, there could be, this gives me long distance connection situation too. Where there is like this knowing that there will be a together. For some reason, I keep hearing that. There is a knowing that there is something coming. But I don't, everyone has a different life of knowing what's coming. But somebody feels like something is ahead. So on the Chariot of what's unexpected, King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Strength card. There's like this self-control energy that you have, that they have, that both of you have. And it's like something is needing clarity. Something is needing answers. Something is needing some type of communication. But some of you, the reality check could be that the energy on that level is just incompatible and there is something better for you out there, whether it's love, friends, different types of connections, different types of jobs, doing certain things that are different for yourself. If this is like a community of work, some of you may just be like, there's gotta be better communities of work out there. There's gotta be people that actually love their job somewhere, somehow. And I know I gotta let go of this to find it. But I do feel like I'm get like break energy for some reason though. I feel like there's some unfinished business somehow, some way that needs to possibly be talked about. It could be closure, doesn't have to be compromise. It could be closure. Let's see, Two of Cups and your advice with the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so your advice is to communicate on a steady level and have discernment through your communication and who has consistent, reliable communication and what people or places just tell you things to make you happy but don't follow through. So I feel like you're learning discernment here in some way, shape, or form, right? Bosses and jobs that hype up the workplace and then you start working for them and you're like, oh, reality check. What is this? It gives like love bombed a little bit where somebody really like talked something up only for it to not live up to what it was talked of. Let's see, Ten of Swords and your outcome. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, yep, Eight of Wands. There's that conversation to the Knight of Cups. Jeez. Yeah, there's just this interesting energy here. Because I do feel like for some of you, there is something here that brings you satisfaction, but you might not even be sure why. If this is a workplace situation, the satisfaction could be the paycheck, right? If this is a love situation, the satisfaction could maybe be a sense of chemistry or connection or attraction. But this situation, it's showing me that it's not everything at once. So let me use a job situation. The money's great. You love your boss, but you can't stand some of your coworkers. You know, it's just like not everything is happening at once. If it's a love situation, you're attracted to this person. They're your type. You like this, you like that, but they communicate on a level that you just don't connect to. And there's something about this situation where I feel like there's a 50-50 split, where some of you are going to stick into it and see if the energy shifts. Others of you are going to say, all right, I'm going to detach myself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go there. I'm going to look for that type of job. I'm going to see what else is out there in terms of community or love and, you know, see what I can find that fuels me. But there's just something here where you just feel like there is something off. But you have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So I do feel the fact that you have all this communication and you end in your outcome with my communication card and the Knight of Cups, there is some type of conversation here that could either A, bring clarity, closure, or B, have the possibility to turn this situation around. But I'm not going to try any longer to understand what this is, because my role is to tell you what the energy is. I don't have to fully figure it out, you know. That would be like a therapist or something like that. But this is what's going on. In terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, you do have Gemini, you do have Pisces, you do have Virgo, Aries, Cancer, Sagittarius. Yeah. So let's get your ending oracle. We're going to get it from the Moonology Manifestation deck for you here, Leo. And your ending oracle is, know you are loved, with new moon in Libra. All right, so some of you may have Libra energy around you or in your chart. So this card says, there's new or renewed love energy around you. Be it family, platonic, romantic, or otherwise, whether you're single or attached, a new personal or professional relationship cycle is starting for you. Open your heart and be loving. The trick is to get involved with people you like or even love, be that on personal or platonic levels. If you want a new friend, you're on the right track. For a work or money question, a new start is likely. In love, the sky is the limit. Now, if you react with love. Thank you, card. Because I'm sitting here like, I can't figure out what area of your life this has to do with, but I know it definitely has to do with somebody, for sure. And this card just really puts it all together. Thank you so much. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to romance, a job interview, or any important relationship. Consider the other person in the situation. What are their needs or worries? Get out and meet new people, and love will make your world go round. So, this is what I have here for you, Leo. And, you know, I feel the need to say something here. You also have Leo here. I don't know if I said that strength came out in the reading. I feel like the need to express that sometimes the strongest thing we can do in life is love. And for some reason, while I'm looking at this strength card, I could feel that. And I'm just hearing this energy of we look at vulnerability. Well, a lot of people look at vulnerability as a weakness. Depending on what area of the world you live in can shift that. In other areas of the world, they believe that vulnerability is power. Water as the strongest element. So I feel like there is something here where I feel like you could be strong all you want and you could put up 1,000 million walls. You can make up 1,000 million of excuses of why you don't want to express, or you don't want to get close to people, or you don't want to do this, or you don't want to do that. And how it makes you strong not to be vulnerable. But it's actually the total opposite. I feel the biggest act of strength is to love. And you rule the heart, Leo. So I know there are a bunch of you watching this and you're like, yeah, I know that. So I don't know. I felt the need to say that for whatever reason why. But this is what I have here for you, Leo. Thank you for being here and for watching. I hope you have an amazing, beautiful, fabulous day or night wherever you are at in the world. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. And I'll talk to all of y'all soon. Bye now.